What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dimi V Gaming. On today's episode I got a wonderful new game for you all called Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I had pre-ordered this game for a while now and I was finally able to go pick it up. So let's come and have a look at this game. So, as I mentioned before, I finally went to pick up this new Switch game called Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I got myself the Collector's Edition. I always wanted the Collector's Edition of the first game, but I never was able to pick it up, and since then, prices have gone through the roof for it, so I wasn't gonna take any chances this time with this game, and I made sure I would be able to get a copy. So, as you guys can see, this is what it looks like. So let's take a closer look at it. So the box was sealed before, but I was gonna unseal it on the video, but in the store they had a big ass sticker taped all over the front of the game, so I just took the seal off like that. Apparently there was a cardboard or paper, kind of like a sleeve or I don't know, around the box. Like this, you can see it's a Switch game, and the information of the game is like this on the back of the box. Would be a shame if I had to put this away because this is loose. This can't be attached in any way to the box. So I might use a little bit of normal household tape and maybe tape it on. I'm not really sure yet, but I don't want to throw this away, so don't know what I'm gonna do with it. So then we have the box itself. Excuse me for the lighting. So then we have the box itself. I gotta say though, I really prefer the American version a lot better than the European version. This one is a lot more sleek, just with the red and the weapon and the title. The American version has a lot more going on the sleeve. I might put a picture up here so you can see the difference. There we go. Okay, so the red is just a sleeve that goes around the box. So let's just take it off and see what we have here. Make sure we don't damage it. Okay, so that is it for the sleeve. I'll put it right here. Okay, so this is the box, you guys. Looks like this can be opened up in half, in the half of the box. All right, here we have it. Damn, I do. So does this come off entirely, or does it just stay like this? It appears it would stay like this. Damn, that is nicely done actually. So you can just open and close it just like that, if nothing is in the way. There we go. Yep, so it can be opened just like that. Pretty sick, if you ask me. So on top we have the Xenoblade Chronicles Collected Works. So this is a art book, if you will. All the characters. This is the main character, Rex. All the art and how they went around to creating these characters. Mithra, Nia, Dromark, Tora, Poppy, Morak, and lots more, of course. Damn, there's a lot of characters in here. Dude, they just keep on coming. Ah, this is really amazing. I've already seen a lot of art books in limited editions or collector's edition, but this is a really big one. Damn, just look at this. That is unbelievable. Locations, all the areas that come in the game. That's pretty sick, man. Alright, so that's it for the art book. Let's just put this aside. Then we can flip this little rope right here. Oh man, just look at this. Okay, so here we have the steel case. Yeah, I think the American version actually has this art on the cover of the sleeve. I'm not really sure if it's that art in it, but it looks like it. It's really nice. And the back. Then the game, of course, which is still in the seal. Let's just unseal this right away. If I can get this damn thing open. Ah! Oh my god, man, open up already. Okay, there we go. Bye-bye value of the game. And of course no instruction manual or anything. And this is the game. So there we go. And last but not least, we also have a soundtrack CD of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with all the songs that come in the game. Of course, what else would the soundtrack CD be? Let's just have a look at the inside of the CD case as well. That went a lot smoother than the game. There we have it. CD. Yeah, so that's that. Now let's just put everything nicely back in. So now that we have seen what this collector's edition looks like, let's go get a look at what the game itself is all about. So, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is a role-playing video game that was published by Nintendo and developed Monolith Soft for the Nintendo Switch. This game is a story on its own, so you don't need to have played the first installments to understand what's going on. It has a lot of similarities in gameplay, as with Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles X. So there's also a open world called All Rest, which you get to explore freely, so you can run to pretty much any place you see in the distance. This world is made up of gigantic titans that form the continents on which the people live. These titans are just moving around in a sea of clouds. In the center of this sea of clouds is a gigantic tree. This is, according to legend, where Elysium is, the house of the great architect, and no one else is allowed in there. So we are walking in the footsteps of a young lad called Rex. He makes a living as a scavenger, trading scraps with the trade guild from the sea below the clouds. He can be very easily influenced, so when they make him a generous offer, he can't help but accept. After being dragged upon a sunken ship, he comes across Pyra, who is an ancient living weapon known as the Aegis. Their plan is to go to Elysium, the home of the aforementioned great architect. Why they wish to do so, and whether or not they will succeed, I will leave up to you guys to find out while playing. So in this particular game, your playable characters are called drivers, and they are supported by weaponized life forms called blades. These blades will determine what weapon and skills you will be having at that time. The art battle system also makes its return in this game. You have an art meter while in combat that fills up as you do auto attacks, and when it's full you can execute an art move. This can go from direct attacks to defensive moves to healing spells. These can all be different depending on what blade you are cooperating with at that time. So if you've played the previous installments or are new to the game but have a great love for RPGs, definitely check this game out, you should not be disappointed. Alright, so that's it for this little unboxing video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like and or subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and cheers guys!